I have two sisters. Maya, she's in her first year of higher education, and my sister Alexa, she's in 7th grade at All Saints Academy. She plays volleyball, basketball, softball. She's pretty athletic too, like me. I play football and baseball here at CC.
We're gonna always do our best with every kid, but you give me a kid that cares a lot, and you give me a kid that tries, and we're gonna go really, really far with that kid. I actually got to know Nick when I was the 8th grade football coach here several years ago now. He cares deeply about this place. I think that's very evident from his actions and from his attitude and from his willingness to sacrifice for the betterment of Catholic Central.
I first met Nick when he was a sophomore in my Honors English 2 class. He is now a senior in AP Lit, and I've taught him for 2 years in house leadership as well. I was struck by the fact that he had an excellent sense of humor. He could be a little spastic, and I mean that in the best way possible. And what has continued with Nick and what I saw from him as a sophomore is that he was very sincere and he was an extremely kind student. And he was also very eager to engage in whatever we were doing.
I work with Nick in the capacity of Teresa House Dean, and Nick is in his 2nd year in my house leadership team. Last year, Teresa House brought home the House Cup, and Nick was a huge part of making that happen.
Coming in freshman year, I knew for sure I wanted to be a senior leader. Like as soon as I heard of the house system, I was like, I need to be a head boy, because I definitely want to win. I'm pretty competitive. Also, I want to leave a good legacy here.
Students are elected by their peers to house leadership. So Nick was elected his junior year as one of the 2 junior leaders, and then was re-elected again his senior year. Nick has both natural leadership abilities, but also a natural empathy and ability to connect with other students.
I always want to be really loving to other people, doing the right thing when nobody's watching.
I know that no matter where I put Nick in class or whatever class I'm teaching him in, that he's going to authentically engage and make relationships with those around him. And I think that no matter what he decides to study, that gifting and those attributes are going to take him really far.
I honestly can say that I like all my classes, but I think my theology class is my favorite just because I think I'm interested in that the most, I would say.
I myself am actually in the process of joining the Roman Catholic Church, and it's students like Nick who really helped push me to cross that last threshold, to see kids just be so incredibly genuine with their faith and just be very open and just stepping up, especially in times at Mass, see someone like Nick who is constantly engaged and constantly just leading his peers, and just really inspiring for me in my own personal journey.
He has done everything in his power to take advantage of every opportunity that's been put in front of him, as far as student leadership, as far as athletics, as far as academics, spiritually in his faith. And I think that these are the kids that take advantage of every opportunity that are fun to see grow. And I think that you're going to be really, really hard pressed to find somebody who's done that better than him.
Nick is one of those students where he's like, I don't really have many worries about where this kid is going to go. I know that whatever he does next will be the right thing, because any place would be lucky to have a kid like Nick.
Tuition's expensive. I'm on kid number 3 that we're paying for right now. And it is a commitment and a sacrifice that families make to decide to send their kids here. But it is so worth it. But for some families, just that commitment to make the sacrifice isn't enough. So being able to say, we're going to walk alongside you and fill in those gaps, things that you cannot do in all likelihood because of the expense, is a beautiful thing. I think this education should be available for every single family that desires it. And it's heartbreaking for families to think that this is inaccessible for their student when this is something they desire. So I can't emphasize how important this commitment is that the wider Catholic Central community has to make sure every single student who wants to be here can be.
I think Catholic Central is the best high school ever. Just the amount of tradition, community, faith, academics, athletics, everything in this place is top tier. You won't find any school better than what we have going on here. The teachers are amazing, the students are amazing, support staff is amazing. I'm definitely gonna send my kids here, and hopefully they send theirs here too.